must have noticed in your classrooms that no two children are the same. We see differences not only amongst siblings but also amongst twins. Differences in individuals are caused by heredity, environment, home, and personality. We inherit genes from our parents, and these are reflected in our physical features and our behavior traits. For example, we find that in certain families, they all have the same kind of nose or the same kind of eyes. We often hear people say, he looks just like his grandfather. How does that happen? It happens because genes are transmitted from the parents to the children. In the same way, we also see certain behavior traits. Like for example, in some families, many members of the families have short tempers, or in some families are very charming. In the past, this often prompted people to say that what a son does, he should be able to do what his father does. For example, in the past, sons were often forced to follow their father's profession. If the father was a doctor, the son was expected to become a doctor also. And if the son did not have the same traits as his father, they were often said that they were black sheep in the family. Today, however, we have much more respect for individual differences and potentials. Environment and home, these two influences can be considered together. Environment is made up of influences of country, community, and home. We are the victims of circumstances. It is our luck to be born in a particular country or home. For example, if a child is born in Syria today, his whole energy will be absorbed in trying to survive, and therefore his nature will be very different to one who was born in a country like the USA where everything is peaceful. If a child is born in a hostile environment, he will be influenced by it just as it will be difficult for a child who grows up in a secure and loving environment. The personality of an adult is reflected in the environment of his home. This in turn will influence the developing personality of the child. A child who is surrounded by love, security and openness has a chance to be good-natured and friendly. A child who is subjected to harsh discipline and nagging is likely to be suspicious, critical and selfish. However, we must remember that it is amazing to see how different children react and adjust differently to situations. As teachers, it is our responsibility to make up for the deficiencies of the child's home situation. It is our job to make a child feel happy and secure. If you notice that in your class, a child comes from a broken home, then is it not the teacher's responsibility to try and give him the security at home? Thank you, and please take a look at this poem. If a child lives with criticism, he learns to condemn. If a child lives with hostility, he learns to fight. If a child lives with ridicule, he learns to be shy. If a child lives with shame, he learns to feel guilty. If a child lives with tolerance, he learns to be patient. If a child lives with encouragement, he learns to be confident.